Look, let me guess how your day actually starts. Your alarm goes off, you're half awake, your hand reaches for your phone before your brain even boots up. You tell yourself you're just checking the time, and somehow you're 10 minutes deep into scrolling, seeing people with better bodies, better apartments, better vacations, better everything. And before you've even stood up, your brain has already absorbed ads, lifestyle flexes, and little nudges telling you what you should want today. And here's the uncomfortable part. You probably think you're pretty good with money. You're not reckless. You don't blow your paycheck on one big dumb purchase, but somehow your account still feels lighter than it should. And you can't quite explain where it went. And here's the thing. It's not because you're bad with money. It's because your phone is quietly training you to be worse with money every single day. Look, your phone isn't neutral, and that's the first lie most people believe. They think it's just a tool, like a hammer or a notebook. But your phone is more like a casino that fits in your pocket. Apps like TikTok and Instagram aren't designed to make you calm, focused, or patient. They're designed to keep you engaged, and engagement is just a polite word for addiction. The average person checks their phone well over 100 times a day, which means your attention is being chopped into tiny pieces from the moment you wake up to the moment you fall asleep. And attention is the fuel of good financial decisions. Because saving money, investing money, and saying no to dumb purchases all require you to think long-term. And your phone lives in the short term. It's all now, now, now. Scroll now, buy now, limited time offer now. And when your brain is trained to live in now mode, long-term money decisions feel boring, slow, and painful. Here's the metaphor that makes this click. Imagine your self-control like a battery. Every time you resist an impulse, the battery drains a little. Every notification, every video, every ad, every comparison drains it a little more. So by the time you're making money decisions at night, after a full day of digital noise, your battery is cooked, and that's when the late-night food order happens. That's when the random online purchase happens. That's when the subscription you meant to cancel stays active for another month. It's not because you suddenly became irresponsible at 9:47 p.m. It's because your phone spent all day draining the battery you needed to make good choices. And here's where it gets sneaky. The apps you use aren't just showing you content. They're training your brain's reward system. Platforms are built on variable rewards, meaning sometimes you see something boring, sometimes something funny, sometimes something that hits emotionally, and your brain releases dopamine every time you scroll because it doesn't know what's coming next. This is the same psychological mechanism casinos use to keep people pulling slot machine levers. And dopamine isn't the happy chemical, it's the do that again chemical. So your brain gets really good at chasing tiny hits of novelty. And impulse spending feels exactly like that. Quick hit, quick relief. Quick pleasure, zero friction. Now layer in modern shopping, one-click checkout, saved cards, and buy now, pay later. And the distance between I want and I bought is about 3 seconds. Friction used to protect you. You'd see something in a store, walk around, think about it, maybe come back later. Now friction is gone, and friction was your financial immune system. When you remove it, impulse spending isn't a character flaw, it's a design outcome. And here's a real stat that should make you pause. Research around buy, now pay later shows that people spend significantly more when these options are available compared to paying up front. Not because they suddenly need more stuff, but because their brain doesn't feel the pain of payment the same way. It's like eating calories that don't feel like calories. Your future self gains the weight. Your present self feels nothing. And social media doesn't just sell you products, it sells you lifestyles. You're not scrolling through neutral information. You're scrolling through highlight reels. Someone your age is traveling more. Someone lives in a nicer place. Someone has better clothes, better meals, better experiences. And even if you don't consciously think, I need that, your brain feels a small sense of being behind, and that feeling wants to be soothed. And buying something is one of the fastest ways to soothe it. You're not buying the item, you're buying relief from comparison. And that's why people with decent incomes still feel broke. They're constantly trying to emotionally keep up with an algorithm-curated version of other people's lives. Here's the reveal most finance advice misses. Your money problem isn't really a money problem, it's an attention problem. Whoever controls your attention controls your spending, and right now, your phone controls your attention more than you do. The companies that win your attention win your money by default, not because they force you, but because they shape the environment you make decisions in, and environment beats willpower every time. So telling people to just budget better is like telling someone to just eat healthy. While locking them in a room full of junk food, budgeting is fine, but if your environment is engineered to trigger impulse, willpower is fighting a losing battle. You don't need more discipline, you need better defaults. Here's how you actually fix this in a way that works in the real world. First, add friction back into spending. Delete saved cards from shopping apps. Turn off one-click checkout. Make buying slightly annoying again. Annoying is good. Annoying gives your brain time to wake up. Second, create a 24-hour rule for non-essential purchases if you still want it tomorrow. Cool. If not, you just saved money without feeling deprived. Third, move money decisions to the morning. Set transfers, investments, and spending limits before your phone drains your self-control for the day. Fourth, audit subscriptions like your life depends on it. Most people don't have a spending problem. They have a leak problem. Subscriptions are financial termites. They eat your money quietly while you're not paying attention. Fifth, clean your feed. Unfollow accounts that make you feel behind. Follow people who talk about building skills, income, and long-term growth. Your brain absorbs what it sees, and if your feed is consumption, your life becomes consumption. Here's the part that should feel empowering. Your phone isn't evil, but it's not neutral. It's a tool designed to extract attention, and if you don't use it intentionally, it will use you. Your finances are just one of the first places where that shows up. So the move isn't to fight your brain. The move is to stop putting your brain in situations it's wired to lose. You don't need monk-level discipline. You need smarter systems. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, treat your phone like a loaded weapon for your finances, not in a dramatic way, in a practical way. Add friction, delay purchases, clean your feed, and every time you're about to buy something, pause and ask, am I solving a real problem, or am I soothing a feeling? Because that one question will save you more money than any budgeting app ever will. And once you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. And when you stop letting your phone quietly tax your attention, your money starts to feel lighter, not because you suddenly make more, but because you finally stopped leaking it everywhere.